such as CBS Radio, they actually license the content in real time, and they use Clever Commute data when they do their on-the-air reporting about traffic and transit. It's kind of an exciting time because it's kind of growing like crazy. It grows by word of mouth and some good words that we've gotten in the press. And we're just putting the finishing touches on the first round of what we can call a mobile app, but it's really just a web-friendly version of the data. You're welcome to go there at m.clevercommute.com, and you can see what the commuters are saying in real time. Currently works in the New York area, but also Boston, Chicago, and other cities are in various stages of deployment. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's good that we follow Clever Commute because we're doing a similar thing for buses and parking in Park Slope, Brooklyn. So rather than talk, I'm not a very good actor though, so bear with me on that front. Let's see. Just go to YouTube. So what we're doing is we are crowdsourcing to create real-time bus and parking data. Thanks to the MTA's schedules, we can aggregate bus schedules with real-time user-generated information that says, hey, the bus is here, and then we can extrapolate a better estimate of when it will arrive further down the line. We're doing a similar thing with parking. We've used the NYDOT's alternate side regulations to share parking information. So you're leaving your spot, he's looking for a spot, why not communicate and reduce traffic congestion and pollution. So sorry for the delay, but go to YouTube and search Rotify because we have some really awesome videos, and come ask some questions, look for the bright neon shirts. They're hard to miss. Thanks, guys.
So thanks, everybody. That was great. So when Jay Walder unveiled the MTA's revamped website in January, he also issued a 100-day report entitled Making Every Dollar Count. And that new website included a portal for your community. But we realized that simply having that portal isn't going to be enough. And so tonight I'm hoping that this really begins to build a great partnership. And while we're waiting for the chairman to arrive, I met a young developer tonight. Maybe if we heard from another developer, it would help fill the time until Jay Walder arrives. Ben Wolseley, are you here in the audience? Yeah. If you talk for a second about your app, I think it'd be interesting.
Sure, I wouldn't mind. Could we turn back to the computer? So my project has to do with voting. My understanding is that, speaking for myself, I don't know who my representative in Albany is, and I think most New Yorkers don't. And the reason is, we're busy. We have lives to lead. New York's a wonderful place to live, and there's plenty else to do. So I thought that in order to empower people to make good choices when they're voting, we need to make it easier for them to know who they should be voting for. So I created this site called Vote Reports. It's a work in progress. There's plenty yet to do. But right now on the right, you see these are some of the representatives for this area. For instance, I'm not sure whose district they're in, but these are local senators and representatives. And they're rated by these various interest groups. So we have Alliance for Retired Americans giving Chuck Schumer 98%. And that's a gathering of all these various ratings they've given him over the years. So this is just the beginning. We have reports on just about every subject you can think of, including immigration and taxes, and you can just look, the list is pretty extensive. And we're working on higher level features to make it easier to interact with it, so that all you have to do is come to the site, tell us what you care about, and we'll tell you how your elected representatives are doing based on actual bills. Another interesting feature is that you can create your own reports. So here we've taken we've taken bills from that the ACLU has, or the League of Conservation Voters has previously identified as bills they support or oppose. And based on the actual votes on those bills, we've created scores for various representatives. For instance, Brian Higgins here voted in favor of various bills and against other bills, which have led to a rating of 93%. Whereas if you look for some other area, like I like to type Albuquerque, if I can manage. Well, let's just say, so other areas would have different ratings. So this might make the difference between, you might support Lloyd Doggett in your voting and vote against some of these lower rating figures. So that's the goal. The midterm elections this year will be the first use of vote reports, first opportunity, and we hope to have a lot more there for voters by that time, and for interest groups for furthering their cause. All right, thank you.
Let's see, and I think we have, let's see, a representative from Cuckoo in the room. Yes?
Good evening, guys. I'm Ryan Thompson, and I'm from Cuckoo. And let's see here. So I'm a Long Island Railroad rider myself, and I thought, well, it's pretty tough to get a train schedule on your mobile phone. You know, the website hadn't been revamped yet, and so we decided, let's try and get some train times via text message. So with Cuckoo here, you can just simply send your station-to-station request to 266-266. So in this example, we have Huntington to Penn, and in about 5 seconds, you'll get your real-time train schedules back, and you can reply with a letter for train details, giving delays, or if you had to change trains, we can give you updated information. If you see a D to the right of your train time, that would indicate that there was some sort of special alert or detail, you know, if there was track work or bus service. If you replied with a time or a date, that would be recognized by our system and would represent the schedules accordingly. So check it out, try it. Just add 266-266 to your contacts, and then you can get your train times pretty easily. Thank you.
So while we're waiting for Jay to arrive, could we have the CIOs from the MTA come up for a second and just want everybody to sort of see them, meet you, because these are people that you're going to be working with soon. Wal Hibri and Bob Otero, folks, Dan Quealy, can folks come up for a second? John Larson. So folks, these are the masters and keepers of the MTA data sets. And I have a feeling that you're going to be having a lot of contact with them in the months and years ahead. Hopefully. So again, while we're waiting for Jay, why don't we just quickly open the floor and take a couple questions?
Can each one of them introduce themselves and say which department they're in?
Good idea.
Dan Quealy, CIO, MTA headquarters.
Scott Dietrich, Long Island Railroad, Deputy CIO. Bob Otero with New York City Transit. Mike Moran, CIO, Post Company. Derek Gottfrid,